Yo, 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 what up, what up, what it do? What it do? It's your boy Mike P. This is the One Mike Podcast, baby. Let's get into it. Let's go. You already know. Jam packed show today, man. Jam packed, eventful week in sports, entertainment, all that good jazz. You heard? Let's get into it. Fall into the room, fall into the room, fall into the room. Fall into the rooms. Come on into the room, baby. Ah, stop some good gaming today. Last let's go. What up? What up? What up? We back for another episode, man. Thank y'all for the support, man. Go like the One Mic Podcast on YouTube right now, man. Subscribe, comment, share, all that good jazz. You dig that? It's your boy Mike P, man. Just coming to give y'all some insight. You know how we start the evening off with a little bit of Week 11 vibes. So that old school, that NFC Slob Knocker was crazy. Game was insane. Um, Eagles won 26-18. Just had a chokehold really on Washington's offense. Jaden Daniels said it was 22 or 32, 191 yards, one touchdown, one interception. Brian Robinson came back, gave him a nice punch in the running game. 16 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown. I thought they really contained Jaden Daniels in the running game. He had 7 carries for 18 yards. That's really below his average. Austin Eckler in the passing game gave him a nice punch. 8 catches for 89 yards, no touchdowns, but 9 targets. Terry McLaurin only had 1 catch for 10 yards, 2 targets. He was totally taken away by Quentin Mitchell. That young man is balling. Shout out to Coach Will. He called that a long time ago. Yeah, Quinyon Mitchell, excuse me. That brother is playing elite cornerback, you did, for the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts, 18-28, 221 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. I think he did have a fumble in this game, if I'm not mistaken. Jalen Hurts also 10 carries, 39 yards. Saquon went crazy, 26 carries, 146 yards. We did hit both of our parlays as well. We hit the bet of the day as well. We're not going to move to that segment yet, but we did hit both of those for Saquon for receiving yards, and we hit for Jalen Hurts to score anytime touchdown. So, yeah. Your boy, I'm cooking. I'm giving you good plays. You dig? So I'm doing my thing. You dig me? I got a crazy heater for the night too. So we're gonna have the food. But yeah, man, the Eagles took care of business. They just suffocated them. I feel like without Terry McLaurin, they're really limited on offense. If Terry McLaurin's not doing much, you're just checking down to Eckler and Ertz. He had 6 catches for 43 yards, but 7 targets. His longest catch was 16 yards. That's not gonna get it done. That's not explosive plays in the passing game. So we need, but they needed to make sure they had more explosive yards in the passing game. So Eagles took care of business. We had the Packers and Bears. Packers won 20-19. I feel like the Bears should have won this game. They came back with the new coordinator. Actually ran the football, gave it to Swift again. So when you give the ball to DeAndre Swift, that's a good combination for a win. But they couldn't pull it off. The Packers blocked the kick. Jordan Love was 13-17, 261 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Caleb Williams, 23-31, more efficiency in this game. 7 yards of pass, that's not going to get it done. Sacked 3 times. But again, they ran the football, which was effective. Caleb had 9 carries for 70 yards as well. But when you give DeAndre Swift the football, 14 carries for 71 yards and a touchdown. That's the recipe for them. They have to learn that. They have to understand what the recipe is for them to win a football game. Came down to the last kick. The Packers blocked the kick. They won the game. Simple as that. Nice division, I guess, game. You dig? So Packers, they're climbing still. So they're 7-3. The Lions, total annihilation of the Jaguars. Why isn't Doug Peterson fired? They're 0-6 on the road. Yeah, bro. They're a train wreck. The Lions just keep on trucking. Montgomery had 2 touchdowns. St. Brown had 2 touchdowns. Man, even their backup tight end got a touchdown, bro. So the Lions are definitely a problem, especially at home. I don't really trust them on the road, but at home, they are track meet. They remind you of the Rams back in the day. 99 Rams for sure. They got athletes all over the field. Minnesota took care of business versus the Titans. It was a bulljob game. Aaron Jones only had 15 carries for 39 yards. Sam threw 2 touchdowns and an interception. But it's like, come on, man. Y'all supposed to blow these guys out. But it is what it is. Dolphins, they took care of business versus the Raiders, 34-19. Rams and the Patriots. It's a really exciting up and down game. The Patriots came out and played some of their best football all season, I believe. Drake May played a really good game. Pocket presence was good. He delivered the football. He was 30 or 40, 2 touchdowns and 1 pick, almost over 300. So, they may have some in Drake May. Who knows? You put him with another good receiver. Hey, you get him a go-to guy with the running game. He also ran with 27 yards rushing. Kendrick Bourne sighting, 5 catches, 70 yards in the tub. So, hey, I don't know why they won't get the ball to Douglas Moore. They got the ball to, Hunter Henry. But Nacua and Kupp were just too much. Nacua 7 catches, 123 yards and a touchdown. Cooper Kupp 6 catches, 106 yards and a touchdown. So again, the Rams, they're 5-5. Tied with the 49ers, but I think they beat the 49ers. So the 49ers are at the bottom of their division. So it's like, man, this whole season is wild. Saints get another win versus the Browns, 35-14. Taysom Hill went crazy. 7 carries for 38 yards and 3 touchdowns. Irrelevant games to me. Colts and Jets, again, I don't know why people think the Jets are going to win each week. The Jets are 3-8. They're not making the playoffs. They're not a good football team. Aaron Rodgers has hijacked another team. He's probably going to retire. They brought Devontae Adams in for what? Dallas should have went out and got Devontae Adams. We may have had a better chance of trying to win. They're not even throwing the football like that. So, Colts, again, they get a good quality win. They 5-6. What they did exactly what they should have did in this game is let Richardson run. Quality runs, though. Not these goofy runs where he's running with no blockers. He had 2 running touchdowns stolen from Jonathan Taylor. Owners are mad as far as fantasy and for their parlay, but that's what you need to do with that guy. He reminds me of Cam Newton so much. Doesn't have the arm Cam has. He can throw the football, though. Josh Downs 5 catches for 84 yards and a touchdown as well. So he played a complete game. Probably his best game as a pro to me. Yeah. His QBR was 75, so he was really efficient. Only had 10 incompletions. You know what I'm saying? So that's the quality of football that he has to bring to the field. I don't trust the receiving core. He finds Alec Pierce every game for a bomb. So again, Michael Pittman 5 catches, 40-some yards. Again, him and Pittman in London to me are the same player that plays for Atlanta. So the receiver core is not that good in my opinion. You don't trust it from each week to week. They have talent at the receiving core, but who are you going to trust each week? So we got the Ravens versus the Steelers. The Steelers took out the Ravens 18-16. What is the division game? The Steelers do have the Ravens number, I believe. I don't know why they're not running Derrick Henry more. This is the time of the year you should be running Derrick Henry. 13 carries is not enough. He was getting 5 yards a pop. I watched almost the whole 4th quarter. He was on the sideline. I don't get it. You keep on putting Justice Hill in the game. People know when Justice Hill is in the game, it's a pass. That's just how that's stupid. We've seen Derrick Henry so many times catch a ball in the backfield and score. Why do they keep on trying to put these people in Like again, it's all the betting shit to me personally. It's like that's what it boils down to for me. Derrick Henry should be getting way more carries than 13 carries. He had 13 carries with 65 yards and a touchdown. He get 5 yards a carry with a long of 31. If you would have pounded the ball more with Derrick Henry and less passes with Lamar, you're going to win the football game. Because again, this receiver core is good, but they're not good enough to beat teams like the Pittsburgh Steelers in a game like this. They match up really well with them. See, you got to look at the fact that the rushing yard. Look at the rushing. Najee Harris, 18 carries, 63 yards, but you felt Najee the whole game. He set the tone the whole game. He had Jalen Warren, 9 carries for 41. That's over 100. Justin Fields, 2 carries for 17. They're not getting that set of production. Lamar, he can run the football, but to me personally, the recipe in a game like this, you got to run Derrick Henry more. He's more effective in a game like this than any other time during the season. So, I mean, I like Lamar Jackson. He's having an MVP. He is MVP to me. He had a bad game, personally. He just had a bad game. And I like the fact that people have revisionist history on bad games and good games. Like, oh, we played this little seesaw game. I think I did the same thing last year when it came to Lamar. We're going to get to that later on in the show. Me personally, I feel like Lamar and the Ravens, they got to get back to what makes them great, and that's running the football. You throwing the ball in a division game, 33 times. That's not a recipe for success to me. The fact that Russell threw over 36 times is not. Again, Russell was 20. People are so excited about Russell Wilson. He was 23 or 36 with no touchdowns and an interception for 205 yards. He threw 5.7 yards a pass. But y'all are excited like he's playing great football. This is stuff I'm talking about. Like, bro, you have to actually watch the game. Russell didn't play good in that game. And it's a telltale sign of, again, I said it before, they got the win. Cool, you got the win. You got it. In the playoff games, you're going to need more than that moon ball. That moon ball is not going to get you anywhere. Teams don't fear that moon ball, though, like y'all think they do. You dig? So you have again, they only have George Pickens. That's it. Cordell Patterson got back into the mix. But he's more of a running threat than a passing threat. But once he gets going, okay, Jalen Warren in the passing game might be effective. Fire move, 2 catches of 14 yards. That's not going to get it done. So I'm just looking down the future. Will they probably will be in the playoffs? Maybe. I don't know. This is their tough stretch coming up. So we don't know if they're going to actually continue to win or not. Right now they won. I'm going to give them credit. I'm not going to badmouth them for no reason. You give the credit. You give the team credit when they win. But they got the Browns coming up. They got the Bengals. They got the Browns again. The Eagles, Ravens, Chiefs, Bengals. So they got a tough schedule coming up, fam. They beat the Ravens the first time, so hey, that's a win. You did what you got to deal with the Bengals. You got to deal with, the Eagles. You got to deal with a lot of teams that got a lot of firepower. You got to see the Ravens again. I don't think personally that Russell Wilson gives you the best chance to win. But hey, they're 8-2. God bless them. Let everybody get the roses and get the sayings and the attaboys. Yeah, okay. We'll see how long that lasts. A Broncos team I'm really been high on all year. Shout out to Bo Nix. He's getting better and better. 28 of 33, 307 yards, 4 touchdowns. His best game as a pro. I've seen this coming already. We've been waiting for Sean to open the offense up. Sean opened the offense up finally. But Javonte Williams in the running game has really helped them get 6 yards a pop, 9 carries for 49 yards. And, they just was throwing all day on the Falcons. Like, again, I don't trust the Falcons receiving core. Drake London, 3 catches, 61 yards. Ray McCloud, bro. Ray McCloud's your third receiver because Darnell Mooney got hurt, hamstring injury. He tends to disappear and get hurt. He did that every single time when he was with the Bears. He got hurt mid-season. He would make all these wild catches and deep passes and then get hurt. Bijan, 4 catches, 28 yards. I don't trust Atlanta because of their receiving core. It's not Kirk Cousins. I don't like Kirk Cousins. I'm not saying I'm a Kirk Cousins guy. I'm saying that if Kirk Cousins had a better receiving core, the way he's playing football right now, the way he's slinging it, they might be a problem. But I don't trust them. Their defense is thin. They play well, and again, when they're at home in that dome, but the defense is small. It's a small defense. It's a quick defense. I think the fact that I love the fact that as far as the type of game plan that Sean Payton put together for Bo Nix, a lot of movement, a lot of tight ends, a lot of misdirection. they're big up front, Paul. They're gonna put at least 2 or 3 guys in certain situations for them to succeed. You dig? So shout out to 2-5. Yes, sir. In the comments, you dig, my guy. Won't have a sports reporter's order. You dig? Go check those guys out as well. Great podcast. You dig? One of my favorite podcasts. This is Real Talk. I'm not saying that that's my guy. I'm just keeping it real. You dig? Sports report. That's order. Go follow them right now. Now. Subscribe. You dig? Yeah, come on, man. John Jones, he need his ass whooped for going up there and hitting the Trump dance. He's a clown, cuz. He's a straight buster. I don't understand. Yeah, Baltimore, dog. They beat Baltimore 8 straight times, dog. It's like Lamar against the NFC. It's crazy. Lamar, I think, is 23-1 against the NFC. So, yeah, man, 2-5, you already know, bro. Real talk. Y'all got a great podcast, man. Seriously. I learned so much from you guys, for real. But, yeah, man, they got to get right and exact. I just don't understand. The Ravens, they come into these games and they start putting their foot in their ass. I don't get it. Do what you do best. Which is run the football. That's all you got to do, run the ball. That's going to slow the clock down. That's going to give them opportunity to be worn down towards the end. That's when Derrick Henry gets those crazy runs. Pardon me, y'all. I had to put my charge in real quick. Told y'all, we get over here. We keep it live. We keep it direct. You dig? I ain't gonna production. You dig? So it is what it is. You're going to put the charge in for sure. Yeah, but yeah, man, getting back to it. The Broncos, man, they're gonna do their thing. I think they're gonna get better and better. You're not gonna want to play them later in the season. That's what I'm gonna say. You do not want to see that Broncos team late in the year when you got to go. Of course, it ain't Mile High no more. I don't think. I don't know. These players change names so much. I'm calling it Mile High shit. Oh well. 49ers again. Seattle. So it's literally a tie. Everybody in that division is 5-5, but the Arizona Cardinals. 49ers lose another stinker. I don't get it. You don't get the ball to McCaffrey enough. 19 carries for 79 yards. That ain't enough. You should be giving the ball to McCaffrey. Bro, I know he's hurt, kind of hurt. Who knows? I don't know what's wrong with him, but he's not. They're not giving him the same production for them to go and win a football game. And that defense is giving them way more plays than they usually do. So again, those things are a telltale sign. You got the Chiefs losing finally. They're 9-1. Bills won, which I called. Thought I seen this coming. Like, let's be serious. The Chiefs are not good, bro. Like, they won some bullshit games all year long. Bullshit games all year long, bro. They haven't blown anybody out. You dig? They've had some type of this late game or late penalties, and nah, man, this team ain't good at all. They barely beat the Ravens. They barely beat the Bengals on some more bullshit calls. They barely beat the Chargers. Justin Herbert got hurt in that game. Come on, man. Like this, the team isn't good at all. The only game they probably really won for real, they barely beat the Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers have nobody, dog. They barely beat the Broncos last week on a bull jive block kick. You know what I'm saying? Like this team ain't good, man. We know for a fact they're not good. They on part of their best quality win, who they really beat down, was the 49ers, and they're 5-5. And then the Saints they beat up. Other than that, it's been close games all season long. So, again, this game doesn't surprise me. The Bills really have a really good formula to win because they run the football now. Now, before they would be pass. Josh Allen, save us. You're the savior. We know you can do it. No, that's not football. And I think again, Joe Brady's came in there and solidified that offense and made them a well-oiled machine. Let's not act like that James Cook is not having a career season. Like, this is shit I laugh at when people just be acting, just poo-pooing to the side. This man, James Cook, is balling all year, though. He had 2 touchdowns in this game. He's third in touchdowns on the season. You did. He's having a career year with 10 touchdowns. His average this year was to get 5. You know how I know? Because I put it in the parlay. He hit that shit like week 3. You did. So the running game, you have Ray Davis in the running game. And again, I'm not trying to knock Josh Allen, but I just feel like that we do this hot potato shit when it comes to MVP. Like, how do we forget that Josh Allen, not even a week ago, against the Colts, was he threw a completion percentage of 59.5. He had no touchdowns and 2 interceptions. How do we forget that? How does that not equate to the equation of why we think Josh Allen is the MVP? He wins one game as a team. How do we act like in that Ravens game that Derrick Henry didn't fumble, that Justice Hill didn't catch the football when he was thrown to, that Isaiah Likely didn't fumble in that game? That's not Lamar Jackson's fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we have to stop doing this hot potato shit. Y'all did the same thing when Brock Purdy came out there last year against Lamar Jackson and threw those 3 interceptions. And you gave it to Lamar, but Lamar didn't even do anything in that game. The defense did. You did? Another stat I'm gonna show you. You know what? Let's get to the showing the stats now, because we want to be very, very transparent and real. This is the part of the segment where we talking about why I don't think Josh Allen is the MVP. Look at Lamar Jackson's stats. This is Lamar Jackson's stats this year. But one, he leads the league in touchdowns. I think Joe Burrow might have clipped him, but he's second in touchdowns. He only has 3 interceptions. Look at his MVP season last year. Look at this. 3,000 yards, 24. He already has more touchdowns than he had in the MVP season last year and less interceptions. You did? Come on, man. The man has had literally a perfect season, to say the least. You did? His quarterback rating has been off the charts, man. He's the only quarterback in the last, decade or century that had 4 perfect games. Just imagine that in baseball when a pitcher has a perfect game. He's had a perfect game 4 times. Come on, man. Lamar Jackson is the MVP. We can't have revisionist history when it comes to this Josh Allen shit. We have to really, really tell the truth. He has, 18 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Come on, man. We have to tell the truth. We cannot act like he's having an MVP season. He's not even close to the season he had last year. So how is he the MVP? Again, y'all go off one game. The Chiefs are not a good team, man. Anybody can see that. Anybody can see the Chiefs not a good team. For real, for real. We know for a fact Josh Allen is playing better football. You can say that. But to say Josh Allen is actually is the MVP is insane. It makes no sense. No way, no how. You dig? Shout out to my guy Rob Parker, man. The legend, Rob Parker. You dig? Yeah, I don't understand the whole, it's games where Josh Allen has not thrown a touchdown. He's lost to the Ravens already. Did y'all forget that? What week was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Week 5, September 29th, he had a completion percentage of 55.2, 180 yards, and no touchdowns. Come on, man. What are we talking about here? He's already lost to Lamar. How can you say he's not even having a better season statistically, and he didn't beat Lamar? He played like shit in that game. So what are we talking about here? We have to make sure we have to get right and exact. We can't let these narratives that TV commentators put out there. It was a setup from the beginning. Me and Ray has been seeing it already coming. This was the time frame. We knew for a fact when it was coming. They're going to try to push him up to the front when they're going to ignore the game he just had last week versus the Colts. Let's give a full breakdown. I don't even want to. Let's put the whole stat line against the Colts. We don't even want to just give you the numbers. Let's give you the inside numbers. Let's give you the raw numbers from week 10. You dig? I don't understand, man. To me, it's egregious. And the Bills won. The Bills still won the game. That just show you they're winning without Josh Allen. You dig? He was 22 or 37 for 280. He had 7 yards a pass with 2 interceptions, and they still won. Because you know who had a big game? The guy I've been talking about, James Cook. 19 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Come on, man. The defense is balling. What are we talking about here? It's insane. You got Bernard balling. You got Carl Lewis. You got Benford balling. DeMar Hamlin's even playing well this year. Tyron Johnson. Come on, man. Evanessa. You got what's Collins back? What's my man? Von Miller's back. Like, come on, man. Let's not act like come on, man. Let's not act like Josh Allen is just playing some great ass football, and Lamar just fell off the face of the earth because of one game. It's a division game at that. You gonna judge a brother off a division game when a guy they turned the ball over 4 times when that team is the most penalized team in the NFL? The Ravens are the most penalized team from yardage and by penalties in the NFL. But that's Lamar Jackson's fault. All he do is hike the football. That means that's pre-snap penalty. That means offensive linemen are jumping. That means you got people holding. You got people. Come on, man. That's not nothing to do with Lamar Jackson. Again, three interceptions, 25 touchdowns. He led the league. If I'm not mistaken, let's look that up too. Let's make sure I want to be factual. We don't want to talk in circles and talking favoritism. No, we want to be factual. He was leading the league. Was tied with Brock Purdy, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. Touchdown passing leaders. Yeah, he was tied with Brock Purdy going into that game. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Joe Burrow. Yeah, he just jumped him. Joe Burrow just jumped him. Let's see here. Yeah, he got 27. Lamar has 25. So Lamar Jackson is solidified as still being the MVP. Let's make sure we understand that. You're right, exactly. Because you just start talking stupid shit. You just making things up at this point. You did. We got to get it right. We got to get factual. Shout out to Baker Mayfield. I think he's third, 24. You dig? So again, he's carrying it by himself. He out there jumping with nobody, still getting it popping. You dig? But yeah, just had to make sure we establish that because y'all walk around listening to commentators. Oh, look at this man said that's the player of the season. That's a 20-yard run. A 20-yard run. Jay Daniels had a Hail Mary, dog. They won the game. That's the player of the season. Not that's a 20-yard run. What we talking about here, dog? Against a Chiefs team we know for a fact isn't good. It's ridiculous, man. The hype machine, they just put a hype machine behind somebody and they just keep saying it enough times. People start believing, oh, he's MVP. No, he isn't. Come on, fam. You take one game and he the MVP off one game? No, we can't do that. That's idiotic. That's stupid. That makes no sense at all. Anywho, moving on to the next segment. Bet of the day. Like I said before, Jalen Hurts hit, Saquon Barkley hit. Tonight, again, if you're betting on any platforms, FanDuel, DraftKings, which I don't, DraftKings still owe me, I think, $200 some. I'm not fooling with DraftKings ever again. Underdog, Fantasy, Prize Picks, all that. You dig? Bet responsibly. Do not bet more money that you don't have. Simple as that. I'm betting a couple dollars, $2 here, $3. Man, I'm not betting no crazy amount of money because I ain't got it like that. You dig? But yeah, let's see here. Man, better today. I think it's gonna be John Mitchie. 2 catches, 2 receptions, I believe. I think Nico Collins is coming back, but you're gonna need Nico Collins. He's gonna do some work because we're gonna give it the pass. But we also know on the other side, Carson, practice squad dude, number 27. I still can't pronounce the African dude name. No disrespect to the brother. Ugomababe. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I know he's off the practice squad. 27, right corner. Diggs playing. He probably checking Nico most of the game. So Mechie, whoever on that Tank Dale, they're gonna probably dominate. But Mechie, I think he only got 2 receptions, dog. 2 receptions. I think that's gonna hit. So we're gonna go with John Mechie, 2 receptions. Well, it's actually 1.5, so 2 receptions basically to go over. I think it's definitely gonna go over for sure. Yeah. So yeah, y'all tap in. You did. Do your thing. Put a parlay together, man. Try to get some money here. Y'all think y'all know something all the time. Put some money up. You heard? Shout out to Cheddar, shout out to King. Y'all killing it. Yeah, they killing it every week. Posting. Yeah. Hey, bro, the name of the game is be profitable every time you do it. Shout out to Carvel too. You did. Shout out my whole group chat. Y'all know y'all are. We ain't trying to. Me and Adam, we trying to smack. I'm trying to smack them for at least 300,000. You know what I mean? I'm trying to smack them for the crazy. I ain't trying to go for the bull. I be putting 20 man parlays together. You dig? I got one tonight gonna hit 2 record breaking. You dig me? For shizzle. The next time we come back on here, I'm like, yeah, I done hit. I'm gonna change my name to Akmal Madu Maruf. Yeah. Y'all probably won't see me on the pot for a minute. I'm going to San Diego Bay, baby. I'm going to Belize. Shout out to Shine. You heard? Let's see here. Man, let's go ahead and move on to Black on Black news. Man, I want to give y'all again. Every week we're gonna do a refresher on our history. We know our history. We want to just make sure it's a minute and we giving the answers as credit for paving the way. The Black inventors. I like to just focus on the inventors, man. So we're gonna do Mary Van Brittan Brown. You dig? She basically discovered. Pardon me, real quick. What was that segment I wanted to speak on? Here we go. All right, Mary Van Brittan Brown, from Queens, New York. She basically invented the security system that we use today. The home security system was invented by her. Um, she contributed to the safe Social Security, social with the invention of the first home security system. Her invention was the first closed circuit television security system that paved the way for the modern security system used today. She was born in 1922 in Jamaica, Queens, New York. You dig? So, man, we want to give her some high praise and honor. Thank you. One of our ancestors, we want to look at this, man, the breakdown. You dig? This is she passed away in 1999. Her invention was filed in 1966 and influenced the modern home security system that's still used today. Brown's invention was inspired by the security risks that her home faced in the neighborhood where she lived at. Mary Brown worked as a nurse, and her husband Albert Brown worked on electronics and a technician. See what happens when black women and black men work together. See that? They work in separate jobs, but still come home and want to create a business together. Those long hours were not standard 9 to 5. Crime rate in Queens' neighborhood was high. Even when the police were contacted to invent an emergency response, they came slow. So she invented the security system. I love it. Peepholes and two-way microphones, all those elements into an alarm button to press the contact to call the police immediately. So that sister right there, man, put it down for us, for sure. We want to make sure we always remember our ancestors, man. She passed in 99. You dig? So yeah, man. Next segment, man. In the small segment, I want to talk about fluoride, guys. I want to talk about fluoride for our community. We have to make sure we get right and exact. Buy some filters. Buy filtered water. The water is killing us, man. The water that they're putting is killing us.
Syndrome. For years, doctors struggled to diagnose them, but finally they found a common link. It was
fluoride. It's a byproduct that they can't do anything with. It's a poison, so they sell it.
You allow industry to use your water supply to dispose of their hazardous waste. It was a scam from the get-go. It is a means of getting rid of fluoride. It's a disposal mechanism.
It's bizarre. Fluoridation is the worst recycling practice in the world.
So, you're Alcoa in the 1930s, a giant corporation that makes products out of aluminum. And honestly, you've created some pretty amazing things. Tea kettles, foil, airplane parts. But one thing that sucks about manufacturing aluminum is that it's a super messy process. Because, guess what? Raw aluminum doesn't come all perfect and soft and ready to be molded into a frying pan. It needs to be chemically processed and broken down. And this chemical process produces a lot of highly toxic chemicals like ammonia, methane, and fluoride. And we're not talking about the natural fluoride that occurs in caves and stuff. We're talking about an artificial, man-made fluoride compound that is way more toxic. Like really, really toxic.
Hydrofluorosilicic acid does not occur in nature. It's a man-made molecule. And it eats through concrete, glass, stainless steel, fiberglass, plastic. You name it, it'll eat it.
The problem is, it would be super expensive to dispose of this toxic fluoride in a safe and responsible way. So, it's a 1930s factory owner to do. Why not pipe it into the air or dump it in the river? I mean, come on, it's the 1930s. This is the dawn of the industrial age. No one cares that factories are dumping toxic chemicals into the river. No one even knows what the long-term effects of these industrial waste chemicals are. They're too busy making up for prohibition or whatever people did in the 30s. So as the years went by, you continued to flood the rivers with this fluoride waste. And everything was going fine and dandy for decades. Until things started to go south. See, you've been dumping fluoride into the air and water for over 30 years now, and people were starting to notice. Alcoa factory workers were showing symptoms of poisoning from the fluoride gases. Cows from nearby farms were getting really weak. They couldn't even stand on their own anymore. And local dentists were starting to notice strange brown stains and chipping on the teeth of children who live nearby. Fluoride is starting to get bad press. And if that bad press continued, everyone would start connecting the dots to you and your fluoride river dumping frenzy. If that happens, you're going to be buried with expensive lawsuits. It would be the end of you. So if you want to survive this and thrive, then
fluoride in the water for 6 to 20 weeks. The pattern that we saw, it typically is what we see with other neurotoxic agents that are well known to cause a hypoactivity or a memory problem or an IQ problem. When I first presented,
so we're talking about they're dumping these fluoride in the waters in our communities. That's why you have children with so many issues with mental disorders and stuff like that, emotional disorders. Their brain function is not at a frequency high level. You did functioning at a frequency high level.
the results of these studies, one of the individuals sitting and listening to the results, he says, "Do you have any idea what you're saying?" And he says, "You're telling us that we're reducing the IQ of children."
and yet the government won't let you escape it even if you wanted to.
It's acidic. It'll kill you.
And it all started because Alcoa didn't want to get sued. Welcome to Evil Food Supply, where we
Yeah, so man, dog. Fluoride, man, is in that toothpaste that you guys are using every morning. You got to get something different, bro. But here, I'm not going to present you a situation without giving you some type of relief, something you can go buy. I buy the neem. That's what I use every morning. It's on the Zon, all natural, mint flavor. You dig? So this is what we have to start doing, man. We can't rely on the Crest and all these bull jive. We have to start getting right and exact. And I go to the African store. I don't even get mine off. This is extremely too high. They beating people head. So like, you can get this jump for $5 right here. You did, or the Black Seed jump. See this? Toothpaste, $5. You did. Fluoride free. Are you seeing these? Fluoride free. Let's see. Hold on. Make sure we actually be. Let's see here. Let's go back. Make sure we see that. Oh. Uncle Harry's a good one too. Uncle Harry's toothpaste. I love all Uncle Harry's products. Real talk, that's how my hair grew back by using Uncle Harry's products. Seriously. Neem right here, man. Good toothpaste. See that? Fluoride free. Got to get right and exact, man. Got to. Understand how these things are affecting us, man. Every single day. Here we go. I'm sorry. Here we go. Fluoride free. Material type, fluoride free. You dig? So, yeah, this is what we have to get, man. They got black seed in it. Where is it? Oh, it had blew up on. There you go. Black seed, baking soda, neem extract, mint oil, and clove. It's all you need for your breath. Smells good too. You dig? And understand too how it affects your brain. You dig? The pineal gland. So we're gonna get some science up in here today too. Fluoride can accumulate in the pineal gland, a small area. The pineal gland is right here. You dig? Endocrine gland is in the brain that processes melatonin and hormone that regulates your sleep. So sometimes you may not be sleeping well because you're putting bad toothpaste. You know, you're putting toothpaste in your mouth and brushing your teeth, and may get inside of your saliva tract, and it's hitting you in your pineal gland. Yeah, so we just got to just get new information, get right and exact, have clear understanding about the things that are happening to us in this world. You dig? We have to just make sure we're understanding these things and growing. You dig? So just want to give y'all those few tidbits, man, today. I think it's important that we just know what we're taking, know what they're doing every time that we're sitting up here putting this stuff in our bodies. So yeah, go to all natural way, man. Neem is, like I said, neem is a good one. Moringa is a good one too. You can just type in natural toothpaste and it'll pop up. Moringa is like $6. Come on, man. Or you can go to the African store downtown. I got one where I live at. I go in that joint, they'd be happy to see me. You dig? I support Caribbean people. You know, we got some people in the community that are Caribbean who don't like us, but oh well, you're not gonna stop us. You tethers, you goofy, you come over here and you not thankful. Like, you understand that you're over here due to the civil rights movement. We want you to be over here with us, brothers and sisters. Don't come over here talking crazy about us and calling us katas and jareers and all these weird terms, Yankees. No, we're none of those things. We're the people that fought to get your tail over here. You dig? So be thankful. You dig? And let's be peace and have merry and be merry. That's it. Be one. That's what we want to be one. So yeah, I support all businesses, not just traditional Black American businesses, Caribbean businesses too. Like Karina's, yeah, I'm getting them oxtails this week too, for sure. Believe it. Yeah, man. But NBA tonight, man, my Bulls play the Pistons tonight, so hope we can act a fool on them. Man, we need Giannis to get no assists tonight. We need Devin Booker to go under 28 points. If I can get those two, I'm telling y'all, bro, that junk gonna smack. You dig? Yeah, man, for real. But that's been my time for this evening. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the share. Thank you for the love, support, the viewership, man. I appreciate it, bro. Thank y'all, man. I'm trying to be y'all from every week. Yeah, I let the spirit just leave. I'm going to Portland. I'm going to try to make nobody forget again. Trying to keep up with that. Again, the 26th Hollis Springs 100 men coming through to support the youth, man. Hollis Springs 100 men, 26th of November. Men, I need to see you there. If you care about the community, if you care about young people like you say you do, you should be there at Hollis Springs. You dig? I don't know what time. I'm gonna find out what time I get the flyer. I'm gonna look on. I think Tyrone Nelson had it on his page, so I'm definitely gonna go do that because we need to be there for our youth. Stand in the gap for the youth, man. Be a representation for what we want to see going forward for them. You can't give up on the youth, bro. They're our future. When you get old, hopefully you get old. Hopefully you can get old. That's what people don't understand. Hopefully you can get old. They're gonna be there to make sure we good. They're gonna fight. You gotta lead them in the right direction. You did, because it's a bunch of stuff against them every single day. Just like it was against us. It just piling on more and more. The enemy is not gonna ever stop. So we can't ever stop either. We gotta be relentless. You did? For sure. My time.